just a few things so that everyone knows what we're up to. We've got ourselves a book. If anyone wants to sign it, or put a picture in it, or draw a picture, or whatever it is, it's there. We're going to keep it at IGA, and most of we're open from 6 to 8:30, so there's plenty of time to come and grab it. Please don't feel like you have to write in it today. I think, some of us need to go home and think about what one want to do. If you want to type it, you want to write it in pencil, you want to draw a picture, it doesn't matter. And we've got actually a photo album. So it's got pages between, so if you want to paint something and bring it in and stick it, it won't smudge onto the next person's thing. So we can give that to the family. And so they've got something to remember him by. The father's still trying to get out here at the moment, trying to sort out his visa and stuff like that. Hopefully he'll be out here, but when he comes out, then we'll organise to pass that on to him. But like I said, that'll be at IGA. If anyone wants to sign it today, there's a pen there, we can do it. But if you, like I said, if you want to wait and do it at some other stage, let's do that, okay? I had to write down some notes, otherwise I thought I'd probably talk too long about the guy. But what we're here to do today is celebrate the life and the love of an amazing guy. And what he really loved was football, and there's a lot of other things that he loved, but the short ceremony today is we're going to have a short ceremony, and then after that we're going to have a game and have a kick, and the kids can have a kick, the adults can have a kick, and just have a bit of fun. What an impact this guy has had on the community in such a short period of time. He's been here, 12 months, and something a lot of you guys probably don't know about Jose is that he thought people didn't really respect him because he was dark and because he was Mexican. And no matter what I said to him, he held this belief. I think this community is very accepting, and I can see that from the people who are here today and how people accepted him. But he didn't believe that people really accepted him. And I think the lesson that all of us can take this, from this is, we're different. Some of us are smart. Some of us are good with words. Some of us are good at making speeches. Some of us are tall. Some of us are great at sport. Some of us are academic. Some of us got red hair. Some of us got blonde hair. Some of us got grey hair. We're all shapes, sizes and colours. But we're all equal. And no one deserves to be made feel less than who they really are and how amazing this guy was. And we all need to be aware of how to treat people in our life. And so that when we talk to people, it should come from love, it should come from compassion, it should come from respect in all the things we do, so that people as amazing as Jose was don't feel that they're less than anybody else. I remember the first time that we came down to Pine Avenue and we decided to muck in with the under-11s, and I said to Jose, let's jump in and have a kick. And that was with Cram and the under-11s, and it started to sprinkle, and we also looked at each other and should we keep playing, and Jose hadn't played in ages and he just wanted to play. So we all kept playing, and then it started to pour and we were completely saturated. When your shoes are walking and you squelch, 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 but all the kids were having so much fun, they didn't want to walk off the pitch, and Jose was just enjoying himself. He really loved it, and he was having fun with what he loved. This picture we took, Jose messaged me like 3 times, please make sure we get all the kids there early, I want to get a photograph of them together to put it up on his Facebook page. And the translation of what he has written under that picture on his Facebook page, and I don't speak Spanish, but something that like, you always return to what you love. If you look at his face, he's kind of serious, but that's how he was with football. He loved it, but he was serious about it. And when he was teaching the kids, if they mucked around, he'd be on them, wouldn't he, Sol? Wouldn't he, Pleiades? He wanted you guys to learn this passion that he had for the game. And you could see it, the kids really reacted so well to that. And it's so well, we heard yesterday, Rebecca rang me, that a number of the boys that were in that team, we took up to a team in the first time that they've played in the futsal tournament in Australia. They came 4th in Australia in the futsal tournament. And that was a lot to do with Jose's tutelage. And they were asked, because they only missed coming 2nd by a penalty shootout, they've been asked to go to the World Championships in Florida. So none of these kids actually know that yet, but
No, they do.
we found that out yesterday. I came home yesterday and I had a little siesta. That's the Spanish thing to do in the afternoon. And what come to me is we come into this life with nothing, or nothing material. We leave with nothing. I believe we come from love and we return to love. And while we are here, we accumulate things, and our soul accumulates lessons. We can have more things, we can have more friends, more money, but we can't get any more time. So use it wisely. And I think that Jose used his time wisely while he was in Mullum, as he's touched so many people in such a short period of time in such a positive way. I'd like to open this up to other people to have a talk about Jose and say their feelings. Like I said, I can talk about some of the things that have happened between me and him, but you know, I'd like other people to say it. So I'd like to start, and then I'd like to pass on to Pleiades, who's the captain of his team, and then anyone can come up. If any of the kids want to come and say something that they loved about Jose, or anyone wants to come up and say something, please do so. And what I had to say is, Jose, you touched my whole family. It was with pride I invited people to your training sessions. You loved my wife's cooking. You were patient and kind, and I loved you. Thank you for being a part of my life. Pleiades?
Jose, thank you for being my friend and my coach. There are so many things I wanted to do with you. I promise in the future, if I do become a successful footballer, I will wear a shirt underneath my jersey with your name on it, and show it to the world. Then when I score a goal, from first goal, I will try my best to play the remaining games of the season with the passion you always pushed me to play with. Thank you, Jose.
Jose used to joke to Pleiades, if he ever got into a great team, as soon as he got in there, he wanted his name underneath on the shirt, so you could show it on the camera.
Yeah, nice.
So, does anyone else want to say something?
I'm sure, like the rest of you, we're all feeling a huge sadness and a huge loss in our daily lives. Walking into IGA, hanging out in the refrigeration area with Jose, the coolest place in the shop. Sitting at training on a Thursday. I mean, this Thursday was the biggest shock of our life, because we were still sitting there waiting for him. The first time I was there before him, to find out that he wasn't coming to training anymore. And there are big, big holes that won't be filled by someone with such passion and positivity, and such love and energy for this game that we all love and this community that we love. But the massive reward that we've all got from it is that, what I've seen in like 2 days, is a massive pull together of this town, this community, people down in Sydney. Apparently they've raised nearly $6,000 in the space of 24 hours to get his family and his body back home, get his family out here. But from me personally and from my family, for the short time that we got to know him, he touched us deeply. And it was really his positivity and his encouragement and his never-ending drive to make his life better. And you could see that in everything he did. So, Jose, I love you, brother. You'll be missed hugely in this town. Rest in peace, brother.
Yep.
You gonna say something, Jay? Big guy? Can I read that? Can I read that first part of the song written out for you? Yeah, sure. Look, Jose
came into the shop one day, and Emma came up to me and said, "You've got to employ this guy. He's just full of bubbles." And I thought, wow. He came into our shop and he just brought such a positive, warm energy to an already great workplace, but everyone just vibed off him. There wasn't a person in the shop that wasn't like, oh, they walk past, they talk to him, and it just rubs off on you, and it's such a warm energy. I didn't have anything prepared or anything ready to write, but I have been working on some music. I write music, so I've written some bars today, and I'd like to share that with you guys. So you had to work twice as hard to be noticed, and put no man below you. Extended help with open hands, no favours did they owe you. You showed us through your actions, you were humble and only spoke the truth. I say it with a heavy heart, I'm a better man for knowing you.
Hey everyone, my name is Shai, and I'm really sorry for your loss. I didn't know Jose, and I only saw him around here, but I didn't meet him. But I spent the last moments with him, and I just wanted to let you know that, I pulled him out of the water, and he was twice my size, He was a big man. And the ocean was one of those perfect days, one of those magic days, those days that we actually live here for. And we go out there and the sky is beautiful and the ocean was like glass, but the waves were pretty strong. And someone that didn't understand the ocean or didn't know how to navigate it, it was quite powerful. And I had a meeting and I thought, you know what, I'll just go for one more wave. It was so perfect and beautiful. So I paddled back out there, and the guy next to me spotted him, and he was already like tumbling and trying to, go against the reef at Brands, which is a very, very strong reef in between the tides. It was going so fast, it only took him seconds to get out the back. And we paddled to him straight away and put him on the boat and tried to resuscitate him, and I was pulling him and the other surfer there and trying to get him out of the water, and a lot of people came to help, and everyone that was there was doing absolutely their best, which was quite incredible because there was a lot of amazing water people there, and we all did everything we could.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to let you know that he went in peace, and everyone around him was an absolute angel on a physical level and also on a spiritual level. And when we carried him out of the water, I was grabbing his arm and his head, and his arm was twice as big as my arm, and I was carrying his head, and we were praying all the way, and then there was a moment of, it's very, like, we were exhausted, and it's a moment between a prayer of coming back and sending him off, so you don't really know what to do. But we definitely did everything we could on the physical level, and then the help came and they did whatever they could, and it was his time to go, and he left you all with an amazing gift of who he was, and we can all take it with us till the rest of our lives. And all of you kids, you can really take his personality and his passion for football and you and put every moment of his memory into your life and get this inspiration from him, because he left you a gift of who he was. And yeah, blessings to you all, and I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I spoke to him the day before he died, and like Andrew said, he was saying that he was having troubles dating because he thought, you know, people didn't accept him for his brown skin, and he'd had a really difficult period over the Christmas holidays, and he was missing home. But he told me that he felt happy suddenly again, and that he was really positive, and he felt that things were going well for him. So maybe that's a nice thing to hold on to, that he was happy.
Thank you.
I only knew Jose for about 6 months, but he got to know every member of my family. He taught Sam futsal. We played Sunday soccer here. He worked with James, my oldest boy, who's just moved to Melbourne. And he played in a six-a-side team with myself and Luke and Tim. So I woke up on Thursday morning really looking forward to seeing him, because he'd been off with an injury. He'd hurt his calf and hadn't played for a couple of weeks. And I was really looking forward to seeing him. It was quite a shock to find out he wouldn't be coming. But I thought I'd stand up and acknowledge that, because we only knew him for a short time, but we all grew to really like him. And I think it's a great pity that he didn't realise how much people did like him. He clearly, from what you said, Andrew, he didn't seem to know that. So I guess we've got to make sure that he likes someone they know. Thank you.
It's very special to be part of this community, and I think Jose, what a lot of boys need at that age when they're 9, 10, 11, 12 is like a strong role model, and he was a solid, big guy, very calm, very firm. So we all feel very special, and my son Finn, very special that he was part of our lives, even though it was very short. And I just spoke to him just the week before about doing some private lessons for Finn, and he was all ready for it. He was actually too busy right now. He's going to do it after the futsal training was over. But yeah, it was a very special, special guy. So thank you. I invited yesterday to talk about small community. Waiter standing there with the blue singlet, who also was one of the guys. He's a friend of ours who actually was help resuscitating, and I'd like to say thank you. He hasn't been sleeping very well, and yeah, thank you, Waiter, for being here today too.
Thank you, Michael. I just wanted to share something. I've just known Jose for like 3 months, and we just happened to meet each other just for the right thing. We needed to help each other for something, and when I met him, he was quite depressed and unhappy, and I was going through something too, and we brought each other love back. Nothing happened between us. It's nothing like this, but we just like really communicated our love and brought light into our hearts. And so just wanted to add that to what you said. He did leave happy. He was back into the happiness and learned a lot of the lessons that he came, I think, to understand here. And that's maybe why he left, because he's just got it. And I think it's a great reminder for everybody to just enjoy every second and keep smiling and tell everyone you love them, love yourself, respect yourself as he was respecting us and loving us.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I think the plan was when everyone turns up for soccer, but I think we've pretty got a good amount of people here now, and we might do a minute's silence. But there's one other thing before we do the minute's silence in honour of Jose is that tomorrow night, if anyone wants to come, the team he was coaching is playing at Cavern Bar at 5:40, and I think all the boys really want to win the game for Jose.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So if anyone wants to come and watch the boys play and see the effect he had, and they came, the boys, this is the first year that any of them have played futsal, and they lost one game out of all of the games coming up into the season. And you've got in that team boys who are 10 and 11, and in the other teams you've got boys who are, a lot of them who are 12, and the size difference is amazing. And these kids still had something that he passed on to them to get them through every game and lose only one game the whole season. So they finished equal top on the table on points. They just missed out on goal difference. So to those boys and to Jose, so if we can all bow our heads and have a minute's silence in honour of Jose, that would be awesome. Thanks guys. Thanks Jose. Now for those guys who want to have a kick and celebrate Jose, what he loved, please join in, like I said, it's kids and adults and whoever wants to have a kick, so please join in with that. Thanks everybody.
Any money I watch.